everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got teams who went in opposite directions last week. So let's get you over to Tampa as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing, Cook. Caught left side to Crabtree. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now Cook connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll go with a keeper. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
As we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Now this time he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run again. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Winston now to throw on 1st down. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And Jenkins is a guy in this offense that I know you like to talk about.
Absolutely love to talk about Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His ability to play in any position, whether it's as a wide receiver or as an inline tight end, his versatility, some of the best in the league.
You even gave him the full name there.
Austin Seferian-Jenkins. He is the real deal.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, that's the Doug Martin we saw, not just in his rookie year when he burst on the scene out of Boise State, but how about in 2015 when he earned a big-time contract extension from Tampa Bay?
Yeah, you mentioned it, from Boise State, 31st pick back in 2012. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Three down. Ready? Blue lane.
First down, here's the run with Martin. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Sean Smith is absolutely the prototype of what they call the long corner. Tall, plenty of length in his arms, and the ability to bat away passes.
Let's go now. Blue lane.
They run it again with Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Ready? Blue lane. 87's mine. I got 87. Easy.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. They'll set up a throw. Amari Cooper, the intended target. Now 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
That time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I know I'm not in the rooting business, but I really like this kid, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. Good catch there. I'm just hoping he can stay on the field and have some good health.
Now the Bucs hoping so, too. Limited to 16 games total his first 2 seasons combined.
He is quite a target for a young quarterback. Jameis Winston can grow with this guy, and boy, they can be a dynamic duo.
Play clock winding down. Jameis to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. A gain of 32 that time. And that's the first connection. The #1 overall pick in 2015 finding the #7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Winston now. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Green, 39.
Now Cook. Throw left side to the tight end Walford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing, Cook. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Offensive starters now. Charles, what about Latavius Murray?
You know how you and I talk about players under the radar sometimes? Latavius Murray definitely qualifies as one of those players. And then you look up, and he's pressing 1,000 yards every year.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And Tampa Bay trots out there now, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up, make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Winston on 3rd and 2. And this is caught by Jackson. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they've got it here with a first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin, across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Carry here for Charles Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd down, Martin. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Winston. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Raiders will take possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Murray, the lone setback. He's going to get the football. Murray fighting, lost the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It'll go as a gain of 12. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay first down.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The play clock's running down. Second down, Winston. Derek Carrier, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
One man in the backfield, that's Martin. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. They'll run. Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
It was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now Cook. And that is incomplete here. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that takes us from second to third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. And that's complete to Walford. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Brought in by Walford, right side. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing, Cook. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They come out here in the eye.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
They're going to run it with Murray. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Murray the lone setback.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
I remember growing up playing basketball. My coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen, screen. This defense, the bench, everyone let them know what the play was, and that's why they were able to react and knock the ball away.
Here's Murray. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The veteran James Jones, the intended target. And it's fourth down. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Let's go now. Blue lady. Let's go.
On third down, Winston. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Jones on the return. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Second down following the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Forced out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's the rookie Noah Spence out of Eastern Kentucky in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's third down. Now Cook. Eluding the pressure right. Here's Wolford over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll be a gain of 16. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Winston with a give to Martin. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They come out here in the eye. A first down throw for Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. The former 49er, Aldon Smith, from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Second down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the slot man goes in motion left. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try?
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
O'Brien Schofield in to make the stop.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Again, it's Martin. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Jones. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing, Cook. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well,
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They run again on 1st down, Martin. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down.
Ready, blue ready.
Winston on 3rd and 2. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Winston now to throw on first down. And this is caught by Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Back to the ground, Martin. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now a second down throw for Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On third down, Winston. That's complete right around the 8. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. They come out here in the eye. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now a play fake here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Murray. They find some open field here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Back now in Tampa. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Cook. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Throwing, Cook. And hauled in here by Rivera. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding time. He'll buy some time right. Wide open receiver complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll set up a throw. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Walford. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And the lead is up to 5. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. And, Jameis intercepted it. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former Eagle, Nate Allen. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
If you give a guy like Latavius Murray a little bit of help, and he got it on that play, how about him sealing the edge, right? Creating that space so he could get to the corner. And then what came into play? His speed.
Yeah, speed shown there on the sweep. Big-time run.
Yeah, he's an explosive back when he gets an opportunity. Low.
And he loses the football a second time. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Back to the Philly. Here we go.
Now Cook. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want.
And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
They come out here in the eye. First carry here for Taiwan Jones. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Throwing, Cook. And that is incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And it brings up 4th down. Out is Janikowski now for the Raider field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Janikowski pushes this one to the left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far. Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The first time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Jameis to throw it. Caught, Safarian Jenkins, right side. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. He's got Evans. He got 29 yards that time. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First down, Winston. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
3rd and goal, Winston. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. All right, so now then, the field goal puts you back within one score, but I'd be surprised if this is not an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, you still got the 2 timeouts, but I think you're right. I think you roll the dice right here.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And out. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On 2nd down, Winston again. Jackson's got it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go now.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They come out here in the eye. On 1st down, Murray. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Well, Charles, there's an old saying, don't let a loss beat you twice.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon. When you look at it and all of your preparation went into winning this week, now you have to absorb a loss and find a way to shake it off.
So for Oakland, the win means they'll finish the first half